So I'm really hoping that this sniper wolf situation is going to bring attention to some of these smaller channels. It's a hope that I don't think is going to happen because Sniper Wolf is a larger channel. And so if YouTube is going to actually start paying attention, they're probably only going to start paying attention to the larger channels. And the thing that she's doing, it has been prominent on the smaller communities for a long time. I've been dealing with these type of actions for about 3 years now. There are multiple cyberbullying communities here on YouTube. And what they do is, these specifically go after the mentally ill people. They find YouTubers who have mental health conditions. They take their content, they distribute it on their channel, they earn the money, and then they harass the person about the fact that they've just earned money off of them because this person needs money, because this person is poor and mentally ill and doing these things for the money. And so these channels that are taking it and then saying, ha, we made that money, you stupid fucking crazy person. This is channels like Adonis Paul, Original Owl, Daywave Radio, Hatman. My Aunt Kathy is different because she doesn't actively take my videos and distribute them. She's just making her own videos talking bullshit, which is totally her right, and why I'm kind of leaving her out of this little rant. But things like, I've written 2 books. Both of them were taken and distributed freely. I'm writing a third now that they are telling me they are going to give away freely. They sent me emails telling me that they would not allow me to earn a living this way. I have emails that confirm that this group, not one particular, not Adonis Paul, not Bernice Morgan, not Hatman, not one particular person, the group itself will not allow me to earn any sort of living unless I get a regular job that I cannot hold or I become a sex worker. And if I become a sex worker, it has to be in real life, because online sex work, they're going to take and they're going to distribute freely and they're going to humiliate me over. I had an OnlyFans. I never used it because the first thing I uploaded, they took and they distributed it, and they let me know that everything I upload to that OnlyFans would be taken from me and given away freely. Every book I write will be taken and given away freely. Every song I sing, every movie I'm in, everything I do for the rest of my life will be taken and distributed for free, specifically to stop me from earning any kind of income. This is how they're stopping me from having a life, from moving forward, from having anything at all except them stealing from me. And it's extremely frustrating because the content they're stealing from me is not even like me watching other people's videos. It's literally my life. I was making videos about what it was like to be homeless during a pandemic, living in a truck. Those are the videos that they took. Me living my life as a homeless, mentally ill person. They took those and they turned them into something humiliating and disgusting to use against me. They take my books, they take my everything. They take everything. And they leave me with nothing but pain and mockery and telling me that they're always going to take everything. And I'm alone in the world. I'm literally, my own family wants me dead. I am completely alone in the world, trying to just survive with thousands of people trying every day to hold me back and keep me from ever surviving, from ever moving up, from ever being anything at all but a homeless, mentally ill person. And YouTube does not care. I have spoken out about this for 3 years. YouTube will not do anything except punish me when these people hurt me to the point that I have a breakdown. I can't even report them because then they'll hurt me worse. And I have emails that will say that too. That every report, every block makes it worse for me. And if anybody ever actually started paying attention to them, they would probably try to kill me to stop it. Because that's what they do. This sniper woman, she's gone crazy because what she's doing is being seen. These people don't want to be seen. They want to take what they want and make their money. They don't want to be seen doing it. That's why these groups will beat down somebody who is speaking out about them and trying to be seen and trying to be heard. They will beat you down until you have nothing to live for. And then they'll take that too. These groups are dangerous, and they have been rampant here on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't notice, they don't care, because they keep their subscribers under 20,000. They keep their subscribers low, and that keeps them in an area where they can torment and terrorize people and steal and continue profiting off of this platform. I've been saying for years, channels like Adonis Paul should not be monetized, especially when they're threatening the people they take their content from. How dare he take my entire channel, put it on his channel, and then tell me that if I don't stop sending copyright strikes to him, he's going to do worse and hurt me. How dare these people take my books that I've written and distribute them for free and then laugh at me and then tell me that they'll do it again if I dare to try to write another book. How dare they take my life and turn it into something that's not mine anymore and think that it's okay, that they can just get away with it forever and just threaten me to make it go away. Because they've threatened, and they've done worse than threatened. Over the years, they've sent death threats. They've sent rape threats. I've actually contacted the police about it. I receive hundreds of messages telling me that I should just kill myself, drink bleach, drink Drano, jump off a bridge, get a gun, find some way to fucking end my life so that these people would be happy. They've told me that if I report them, it'll get worse. If I tell anybody, it'll get worse. If I don't stop speaking out, it'll get worse. They know my address. They've contacted my doctor. They've contacted my therapist. They've contacted my landlord. They've contacted the housing authority because I'm in a Section 8 and they've been trying to get me evicted. They've contacted my neighbors. They've made sure that I will never feel safe living here. I also am never going to feel safe living anywhere because when I leave here, I'm homeless again. This is the first home I've had on my own since my grandmother passed away. She passed away in 2015, and I was homeless until I received this Section 8 that these people are now making it impossible for me to feel safe in. These channels go after the weakest in society, so that if there is any pushback, they know that they can overpower and overcome and continue what they're doing. Like I said, I had an OnlyFans. They took from my OnlyFans. And I even made a big deal about that because I said OnlyFans is supposed to be copyrighted. It's a paid site. You're not supposed to be able to distribute that for freely. And they said, yeah, well, the people we have doing that don't live in America. They live in Australia, and in Australia, apparently, you can do anything you want. That's why that's why Kiwi Farms is centered in Australia. Australia doesn't care about American laws. But some of the channels are American. They get these Australian YouTubers and creators to do the hard work for them of beating down somebody by taking their copyrighted material for free. And if you say anything, they'll just say, it's fair use, it's fair use, it's fair use. It's fair use bullying. Adonis Paul made 3 movies, full-length movies, using my real-life content from my YouTube that he stole from me and converted into something that people hurt me over. He's had more views on that than I've ever had on my channel. He's made more money off of that than I've ever made. He held a fundraiser and raised $1,500 to urinate on my disabled brother's grave. And then my maternal aunt visited my brother's grave with a bottle of apple juice after my mother passed away. And she made multiple videos laughing about how funny it was to her, that she was fulfilling the goal of her good friend, Adonis Paul, who was doing God's work by hurting me. And that's how my family is. My family that I told everybody was abusive. And they've come out and said, no, we're not. We're going to abuse the fuck out of you until you stop telling us that. And nobody is listening. They're just waiting for me to put something that they can take and profit off of. And I'm here left with nothing, absolutely nothing, no hope. Because anything I do is going to be instantly taken. I understand what the people that are dealing with Sniper Wolf are going through. When you try to get your content back and the person just threatens you and becomes crazy. And they have a fan base that will also threaten you and become crazy. I understand, because this has been 3 years of my life. And it's never going to end for me. It will end for Jack's Films because he has enough viewers that YouTube might care. It will never end for me.